Gotta get that good dance music gyrating up the fancy playlist. Dance the night away, as Van Halen once sang. And yeah, sweet sensation. Hooked on You at number 9, up 8 from number 17. You know, this fancy playlist getting down on that dance music, man. So that good high, I called it high tech. I call it BPMs now, beats per minute. But back then I called it high-tech dance music. You want to hear some high-tech dance music? Well, let's do it. Company B, Fascinated. Remember Fascinated? And there was Full Circle in 1987. Expose's Come Go With Me. Oh, and the scintillating Point of No Return, the passionate vocals of that woman, that lead singer. And, Pajama Party, Stevie B. There's loads of others. You remember the song? Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back to my room by Paula Cactus. Yes, a lot of people hated that song. I knew some guys who hated that record, but you gotta be kidding. That's one of the lousiest records, but I loved it. It had a great beat to it. That was in 1987, and now we got Sweet Sensation. Now, they didn't know. 3 girls, 3 women in this group. They did not know there's another group. There was another group called Sweet Sensations back in the mid-70s from England. God, they had this beautiful record, Sad Sweet Dreamer, which was a hit. Not a real big hit here in the States, unfortunately. Should have been. The lead singer sounded a little bit like Michael Jackson, but it went to number 1 in England. But this is another group, Sweet Sensation. 3 women from the Bronx, New York City, I do believe. Now, let's talk about Betty LeBron. She's a very talented singer. You're not going to believe this. She sang opera. When she graduated from New York High School, New York's High School of the Performing Arts, that's where she attended. She studied opera there. When she graduated, she had to sing. She sang opera pieces, opera sets, opera songs, singing operatic material in 10 different languages. Now, you would think, well, if she graduated doing that she should be on a roll. She'd be going into singing, but that didn't happen. It was she gave up on it. She gave up on singing. She didn't think she was well. Apparently, she didn't think she was good enough. There was a lot of competition among her peers, and she dropped out of it. She attended a place called Satellite Academy. Liberal arts, went into liberal arts and studied accounting. She met another accounting major. Her name was Margie Fernandez. And Betty LeBron and Margie Fernandez became friends. But Betty LeBron, she didn't like math. And I guess a part of her wanted to go back into singing. These 2 women, they knew a guy. His name was Joseph Malloy, a.k.a. Romeo JD. That was his DJ name. He was in a band called the Boogie Boys. Well, here's the deal. Romeo JD, he wrote a song called Hooked on You, and he wanted Betty LeBron to sing it. I believe in you. You got a great voice. Get back into singing. Let's throw down some jams. She goes into the recording studio with some backup singers, and Betty LeBron, she lays down her vocals. And it's for a record company called Next Plateau Records. Released a song. Now you got to think about this. Now consider this. Margie Rayburn, I mean not Margie. I'm thinking about another Margie. Margie Fernandez and Betty LeBron. They're in school, right? The plan was they're going to sing on the weekend and go to school during the week. But that changed. Hooked on You, the original version came out in 1986, 1987. It peaked at number 64 on Billboard's Hot 100, and watched the original version on YouTube just a few minutes ago. And the song was taking off in dance clubs. It was just hitting it. It's hitting its stride in dance clubs and on the West Coast, New York City and Miami. Miami, a hotbed for dance music. Always has been. Miami. It's happening. The song's happening. They had to change their plans. They formed a group. Margie's sister, Maria, or I think it was just Marie Fernandez was added. Margie Fernandez, and Betty LeBron Sweet Sensation. Well, eventually evolved into Sweet Sensation. Signed a deal with Echo Records, and they put out an album. The album was called Take It While It's Hot. Appropriately enough, it's a double entendre, but it literally means that we're running hot now. We're coming out with some hot records. Sincerely Yours was a hot record by them. Came out. Hooked on You was remixed and re-released in 1989, and it went to number 23 on Billboard's Hot 100. They redid Love Child by the Supremes, that song going back to 1967, 68 by the Supremes, and of course It Wishes Came True. Went to number one. They had that number one hit, It Wishes Came True in 1990. It replaced, it knocked Mariah Carey's Vision of Love out of the number one spot, and they took it. That was in 1990. Here's the deal. 1989, they had a slight change. Marie, or it was either Marie or Maria. Marie, she left the group and she was replaced by Sheila Vega. They were running hot for several years, up until about 1992, 93. Got fond memories of those girl groups from back in the day. That dance music from back in the day. Still love that dance music too. Man, Tiesta, David Guetta. Let's get down on that. Well, anyway, talking about Sweet Sensations at number 9, man. Number 9. I'm doing a lot better on my fantasy playlist than it did on Billboard's Hot 100. Number 9, up from number 17. Fantasy playlist, July 30th, 1989.